Ladies and gentlemen, it's...
Hello, I'm here in my little room, but let me show you something. This is very good. This is a picture of last year's production of Don Giovanni at the San Francisco Opera, and this was one of the few times that I've ever felt bad that I was poor, because most of the time I feel perfectly fine. I have my books and my videos and all of that, and I'm very happy. But when I realized that I could not afford to go out to see Don Giovanni, I was very sad. Even though I have 2 different versions on a DVD, and who knows how many versions I have on CD. So let me just place that down there, and I wanted to read to you something from this book. This is Greene's Monsignor Quixote, and I'm sure that you all know how much of a Don Quixote fan I am, and this is his take on Don Quixote. Sancho is the ex-mayor of the town that they live in, who is a communist, and so therefore an atheist. They have many discussions of faith, both religious faith and political faith, which is very interesting to me, because after having read, what is it, Reason, Revolution, Faith, Reason, and Revolution, or Reason, Faith, and Revolution, whatever it is, the Terry Eagleton book, and he has a certain faith that the world will become, better, more humane, and all of that. Now, I don't actually feel that I have basically no faith whatsoever. I'm more like Chris Hedges, who I just read a book of his, and basically he was saying it's all hopeless, and all we can do is to sort of, create time capsules for some later, civilization, because this one is done, which is pretty much what I feel. Well, I think I found an amusing scene here. The truth is, I'm not very good at reading out loud unless I really learn it, as though I'm going to act it. Quixote is being held hostage by a priest that came to replace him, because he thinks Quixote is insane, and so Quixote's maid has sent this teenage boy to have him hear his confession. And so he's supposed to lie and come up with all these things to keep him busy while Quixote escapes. And while Monsignor Quixote and Sancho are zooming away, the kid flags them down. Well, I told him I'd been late for Mass, and he asked me how many times, and I said 20. And then I told him I'd lied a bit, and he asked how many times, and I said 45. You did go for rather big figures, didn't you? And then? Well, I couldn't think of anything more to say. And then he asked me if I had sinned against purity, and that gave me an idea, so I said, well, I have slept with some girls, and he asked me how many girls, and I said around 65, and that was when he got angry and turned me out of the box. So anyway, it's an exceptional book. I really recommend, let me see, it's an exceptional book. Can you see that? Whoa! And I recommend reading it. It's funny. It's very humane, and it has many insights into life. Many more I might point out than, say, the Bible. But then I've always said that I think a very fine religion could be based upon Don Quixote itself. Anyway, have a good evening, and check out this book. Talk to you later.